Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking a pretty incredible story. It's a fascinating case study of pure grit and business integrity. I came across the journey of a young woman named Sathi, and honestly, it blew me away. After experiencing an unimaginable loss that completely stripped her of any financial security, she somehow managed to build something enduring, right out of the ashes. So we're going to explore the massive obstacles she faced and see what her resilience can really teach us.
Okay, let's dive into this. There's a core philosophy that anchors our entire analysis today, and it comes down to a really simple quote. Taste is not in spices, but in dedication. These are the words of Rakesh, Sathi's father, who is a hardworking cook at a local roadside dhaba. This foundational mindset, the idea of building a business on honesty and heart rather than just obsessively chasing profits, is literally the engine for everything that follows in her story.
Section 1. A tragic beginning. Let's look at how Sathi's world flips entirely upside down.
To understand her journey, we have to look at one single heartbreaking day. In the morning, her father, Rakesh, heads to work in this absolutely brutal summer heat. By the afternoon, his abusive boss is relentlessly pushing him to work faster over a boiling stove, completely ignoring his obvious physical distress. And then the evening hits. The extreme heat culminates in a fatal heat stroke. And just like that, Sathi is left orphaned. She's utterly alone, with barely a grain of food left in the house.
Section 2. The cycle of hope. Because, amazingly, she refuses to just give up. Faced with literal starvation, Sathi makes a critical choice. She turns to the one skill her father actually taught her. Now, what's really interesting here is the word Bijli, which translates to lightning. It was the name of her father's dusty old bicycle. But Sathi doesn't just see a rusted piece of metal, right? Taking her father's meager savings, she cleans it up and transforms it into a mobile storefront. Bijli becomes the very real vehicle for her hard work, as she loads it up with homemade Rajma Chawal and heads out into the streets.
And I really want to emphasize this number, 30. That is 30 thalis, or large plates of food, that Sathi successfully sold on her very first day out. Think about that. No marketing budget, no fancy brick-and-mortar store. Her delicious, honest food simply won the day. Selling 30 plates on day one completely validated her father's philosophy. Her dedication really was her best spice.
Section 3. The taste of success. This is where her local hustle catches fire and grows. We can trace her organic growth in 3 clear steps. First, during the local Samhain festival, she takes the time to decorate Bijli with flowers, treating her humble storefront with genuine pride. Second, the incredible aroma of her food starts drawing these massive crowds. And third, the ultimate tipping point. Impressed customers start filming her and she goes viral on social media. Overnight, people are driving from out of town just to eat a meal served off the back of her bicycle.
Section 4. Jealousy and sabotage. Because rapid success, unfortunately, can create some dangerous enemies.
And this brilliantly illustrates the clash of philosophies happening here. You've got Sathi, whose mindset is entirely focused on honesty, feeding people well, and making your customers happy. But then you have her rivals. They're driven by jealousy, a profit-only motive, and a ruthless desire to just eliminate the competition. They view business as a strict zero-sum game. If she's winning, they feel they're losing.
The tension finally snaps over this tiny amount, 60 rupees. 2 goons hired by the rival shopkeepers eat her food and refuse to pay that 60 rupees they owe. When Sathi bravely stands her ground, they threaten her. They tell her flat out that if she brings her bicycle out again, there are going to be dire consequences.
Tragically, they make good on that threat. In the dead of night, they sneak up to her house with iron rods and completely destroy Bijli. They shatter the wheels, they bend the frame, and they leave her beloved bicycle, which, remember, is her father's last token and her absolute only means of income, in a pile of twisted metal.
I actually want to pause here and ask you directly. How do you move forward when your only vehicle for success is literally and figuratively destroyed? Sathi wakes up to find her livelihood smashed to pieces. Most people, they would quit right here. The system seems entirely rigged against her. Section 5. The ultimate comeback. Let's see how she attempts to rise from the ashes.
To put this into perspective, we have to look at the harsh mathematical reality of her setback. Without Bijli, Sathi still refuses to stop, attempting to carry these heavy pots on foot for miles. But look at the stark difference. When she had the bicycle, sales were thriving. On foot, her daily sales plummet to just 4 thalis. Her hands break out in severe blisters, and she hits absolute rock bottom. But then, a lifeline. a loudspeaker truck drives by announcing a district-wide cooking competition. And the grand prize? A life-changing 2 lakh rupees. For Sathi, this is it. This is the capital she needs to fix Bijli and secure her future. She gathers whatever strength and ingredients she has left, and she enters. Tracking her path to victory is amazing. Step 1, she walks into the arena with her simple Rajma Chawal. Step 2, she faces off against wealthy rivals who are boasting about complex, expensive dishes like paneer butter masala, and they actively mock her simple food. But in Step 3, amidst all that heavy, overspiced food, the judges recognize the profound taste of honesty and dedication in her dish. Which leads to Step 4. Against all odds, Safi is crowned the champion. Her hard work completely outshined their arrogance.
Section 6. A legacy of honesty. The long-term impact of honoring her father.
Winning the money was a game changer, but how she reinvested it reveals her true character. First things first, she fully repaired and polished Bijli, putting her mobile storefront right back on the road. But she didn't stop there. She actually started a free food service for poor children and the elderly in her village. Ultimately, she maintained her core philosophy, uplifting her entire community and forever honoring her father's memory.
I'll leave you with this final, provocative thought to chew on. What kind of Bijli are you building for the next generation? Whether it's a business, a set of personal values, or a commitment to honesty, what legacy of hard work are you leaving behind? Saati's story reminds us that while resilience is forged in fire, its true value is in how it illuminates the path for others. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, keep building, and I will see you all next time.